Long time no see. Today I'm coming with an update on what's happening in my life and a new direction that I'm going to take this channel. So, as you have probably watched, I recently quit Google. So I have been exploring just being a free agent, building my own software for some time. So you can check out those videos here. But with the excitement of AI and really wanting to be able to do some good with it, I accepted a position within Apple, and I'll be working on building responsible AI within Apple. So with that decision, there are some conflicts of interest. So as some of you have already noticed, I took down my video talking about the new iOS software because now I have some conflicts of interest. So I won't be able to directly comment on any Apple products, including iOS, because it's actually a system that I will be working on, trying to safeguard and make sure that people use it for good to enrich their lives, not to endanger themselves. And there are also other things that I wouldn't be able to talk about without breaching business conduct. So I wouldn't be able to give out any tech tutorials that I have done before. So the direction that I'm gonna take for this channel is more in the realms of a book talk. So, before I joined Apple, I actually started studying this monster of a book, and many of you might have seen it in the bookstores because Apple just celebrated its 50th birthday. In the direction that I'm gonna take this channel, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this book and also comment on some new technology or even like research papers that I've been reading about on this channel, so stay tuned. So, when you think of Apple, you're probably thinking about really sleek designs, great user experience, and maybe the botched Siri AI that was announced several years ago, but that's gonna change. So what I think is the most interesting thing about this book is, especially now as an insider within Apple, is to understand the becoming of Apple. The elegance, the perfect design, and the really high quality, great user experience has always been the DNA. Even being one of the most well-known brands in the world, that consumer trust cannot be taken as granted. Over the past 50 years of Apple, there are actually a bunch of products or projects that didn't work out. And even for the first laptop that Apple has brought out, it actually took a long time. It took almost 5 years and it was riddled with bugs, right? But it's all about perseverance and the improvements on the craft, like not settling for something that is just good enough, is something that pushed Apple to this pinnacle of design and consumer electronics. So I think that is the biggest takeaway from this book for me. And just looking at the ups and downs of Apple, like, it seems like Apple would go nowhere, right? Like it will be too big to fail, but in this 50 years of history, there was a point that Apple was so close to bankruptcy. And that was a time when the company was really unfocused, right? Not knowing what products to focus on, coming up with all sorts of investments in different areas that didn't work out, and also just not building things that are serving the users anymore, right? So there was a period of time when there were so many different operating systems that even a huge fan of Apple wouldn't be able to tell you which laptop to buy or differentiate between one operating system versus the other. And David Pogue has been reporting on Apple for the longest time, so he has a lot of great insights in this book. So I do highly recommend this book if you're an Apple fan, because this is a hunk of a book. But if you are interested in how a company can sustain its reputation for making the best products in its areas, then I think this book is a really good case study to understand a little bit more and to really know that even to get there and stay there, there are a lot of ups and downs, and you can never run away from being focused and really serving your customers. Sometimes you might start from a niche, but you really need to understand their psyches, and Apple wouldn't be around without the most avid fans that wouldn't give up on it. So for those people, Apple served a very special need. And to be able to continue to do that and reinvent itself to focus on that, I think is the reason why Apple is still around after 50 years. And that was also part of the reason why I wanted to join Apple on their responsible AI team. Because with the rapid advancement in AI, I really do feel a responsibility to make sure that we're using it for good. I know my personal capability is quite limited, but I want to amplify it with a team that really is thinking hard and seriously about it. Not saying that I don't trust AI in helping us. It's just that like it's so powerful. So I want to direct our energy towards something that will be more meaningful and more empowering for us. So that's the direction for my career journey, if you have been curious, and also the direction that I'm gonna take this channel. So starting from this hunk of a book, I'm gonna start introducing more and more good reads to you on this channel. And even though I can't talk about Apple's products, if you do have any suggestions on how to improve the products, especially Siri AI, please file a bug. And if it falls within my team's responsibility, I will definitely be looking at it personally. And just keep using it and tell us what you think about the products. And I'm looking forward to making the best products in the world even better for all of you, all the users. And that is the same sentiment that I have for this channel. So definitely engage in the comment section and let me know what you'll be interested to hear about. But if you're interested in, for example, how the AI industry is going to evolve, please comment and I would love to chat about it in the future. All right, stay tuned and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.